Distracted driving is anything that requires you to take your hands off the wheel, eyes off the road, or mind off your driving. Most of what we discuss in this video is common sense, things you've heard before, even things you've said yourself. But just because you and I know the rules doesn't mean we always follow them. So this video is to remind us all to be safe, attentive drivers, avoiding distracted driving at all costs. Cell phones may be the biggest temptation for distracted driving. Phone calls, text messages, navigation, any apps and games, any use of your cell phone is distracted driving. This includes talk-to-text or voice-activated features. In fact, studies show that using voice-to-text is more distracting than texting by hand. You should finish phone calls and messages before putting your vehicle in drive. Vehicle technology continues to improve and expand, offering drivers a ton of options for distracted driving. And most people believe that if tech comes loaded in their car, it must be safe to use while operating the vehicle, but that is not true. Technology like navigation, radio controls, even climate controls are all sources of distracted driving that we must avoid while the vehicle is in motion. Touchscreens are about convenience, not safety. In fact, drivers talking on handheld or hands-free devices can fail to see 50% of their surroundings. So take the time to set your temperature controls, radio, and program your navigation before putting your vehicle in drive. In addition to devices and vehicle tech, fatigue, eating and drinking, applying makeup, talking to other passengers, and the influence of drugs and alcohol are all considered distracted driving. So what do you do when you have to send a message or make a phone call and you're on a road trip? When in doubt, pull over. If you're on the highway and can't safely exit to a public parking area, pull over onto the shoulder or breakdown lane and turn on your flashers. There, you can make a phone call, send a message, or adjust your navigation. Don't risk your safety for distracted driving. It's also worth saying that these rules apply in all speed zones. Be attentive and buckle up from side streets and neighborhoods to highways and the interstate. Being in an accident at 30 miles per hour without a seatbelt is like hitting the ground after falling from a 3-story building. The dangers of distracted driving is a matter of life and death. It really is that serious, and even though these messages have been preached for years, approximately 3,000 people lose their lives to distracted driving every year. So let's all promise to do our part to make our roads safer.